Hi guys, welcome to the weekly recap. Glad to have you back. You recall last week I inquired whether there'd be any interest in a little special report on manhole covers, and I was surprised and impressed. The response was overwhelming. Everybody wanted to see it, so I made it. Now, the inspiration for it was a guy named Mike Redmond, and Mike has favored us with a little interview, so to speak, explaining how he came across his interest in manhole covers and just what he does about it. Here you go. Hey, Mike, take over.
Hey everyone, this is Mike Redmond coming to you live from Floral Park, New York. Coming to you today because I was contacted by the fine people at the weekly recap. Apparently they follow me on Instagram, and they want me to describe my fascination with manhole covers. If you follow me on Instagram, mredmond24, you will see that I do take a lot of pictures of manhole covers, usually while I'm running or walking, which is something I like to do. I guess it all started a year ago, a little over a year ago. I do a podcast called the Garcast. I'm a co-host, and one of the topics that was brought up was about this group out in, I think it was in Stanford in California, who part of, I guess, the woke movement or whatever it is, who found the word manhole offensive to women, I guess because, women also access manholes, as they used to call them, and they wanted to change them to maintenance holes. And I thought that was ridiculous, and just a kind of a commentary on what's going wrong in this world. But anyway, that got me thinking about manholes. So when I was out running, I started to notice them, and I would take pictures of them, kind of almost as a joke, like, hey, there's a maintenance hole. But then I realized really how interesting and, dare I say, fascinating they are. They're kind of historical artifacts, still in everyday use, and no one really stops to look down and enjoy them. So that's why I started taking pictures of them and posting them to share. I mean, many of them are kind of beautiful, sort of artwork, or they may have dates on them showing how long they've been there, which I think is pretty cool. It's kind of like a point in time. Like the one out in front of my house is, from 1954. Depending on what company made them, they may stamp the company name, or the country that they were produced in. A lot of them have the city names on them, or the town that you're in, or the county, or initials that you have to figure out what it means. And a lot of these can be looked up online. There's a ton of manhole history that you can Google and search for. And also, there's a ton of people that collect pictures of them. Instagram has a bunch of people that I follow that from around the world. Like I follow a guy in Japan, and the manholes in Japan are unbelievable pieces of art with colors and pictures on them. Another guy in Spain I follow. All over the world these people follow them, and they're following me now. So I'm trying to get out there, primarily the Nassau County and New York City manholes that I stumble across. I like to just do the round ones. There, you will find square access points in the street sometimes. I don't think those count. Those aren't really manholes, so I try to avoid those. Sometimes the sewer, the combo drains, the storm sewers are kind of cool. So I check those out. You might catch me taking a picture of that. But yeah, that's really it. It gives me something. It's almost like a scavenger hunt that's forever going on for me when I'm out running, to find ones that I've never seen before, or ones with a different date, or the oldest ones I could possibly find. I think the oldest one I've found is 1931 in Garden City. It's like collecting baseball cards. And I don't know, it's just, call me crazy, but I find it interesting, and it's a little piece of history that not a lot of people notice. So thanks to the weekly recap team for asking me this question. Hopefully I answered it. Follow me at mredmond24 for more wonderful manhole photos. Have a great week.
Well, thanks a lot, Mike. If you have any other ideas, I'd be more than happy to pursue them. More than happy. Let's go to current news. In Summit, it turns out that Catherine has been named the official photographer for Summit High School football. And I think it's terrific. She shoots photographs of both of her sons' games, and Tim, of course, is on the Summit varsity. So congratulations to you, Catherine. Down here in Vero Beach, Karen, the weather girl, got a crock pot and this week, and I'm looking forward to the kinds of dishes and recipes she's going to put together with that thing. I think it'll be great. I've got a side note here. I don't know about you. I'm just going to speak for myself. But I am sick to death of Meghan Markle. I really am. I mean, I really like the Queen. I mean, I think the Queen is a nice old lady. She doesn't do anything to hurt anybody or anything like that. But all this coverage that you get on the news of this extended royal family is really wearing me out, and in particular, Meghan Markle. So my suggestion to Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, is, hey, shut her down. We don't need to hear any more from Meghan Markle. At least I don't. Now, as you can tell, because I put together this manhole cover thing, which I'll have a link for at the very end here, it's been a pretty busy week. So what I figured I'd do is I'd close out this week's report with some highlights of what the week has been. So here you go. I'll see you next week. Glad you came back. Come back next week. And keep an eye on this channel to see if there are more special reports coming up. Everybody take care. And welcome to the recap. Glad to have you back. Discussed the possibility of doing a special report on manhole covers. And surprisingly to me, I got an overwhelming response. I got text messages, I got phone calls, I got emails. It seems like a lot of people are interested in it. So what I'm doing today, Saturday morning, I'm putting together a script, because I got to do some research and get a kind of a framework for a report, and also trying to come up with a shot list. Now, the trick here is that this subject, manhole covers, is not particularly appealing from a video standpoint, because it's hard to get action shots. But nonetheless, I'm going to try it. So first the outline, second the shot list, and then later in the week, I'll get out and shoot. Happy or filled with the well of unknown possibility. I'm on my way over to the Department of Public Works. I've got some questions I'd like answered about manhole covers in Vero Beach. And I'll give you an example. How many are there? Where do they keep the stock of replacements? How much do they spend on each manhole cover? Because some of them can be way over $1,000. And where are they made? So I'm going to see if I can get an expert in the Department of Public Works to answer these kind of really basic questions about Vero Beach manhole covers. Let's see how we do. Well, the answer to that question is I couldn't find anybody who knew anything at all. Nor could I find anybody who knew anybody who would know anything at all. so kind of a busted trip. What can I do?